Hello everybody and welcome back to the Iowa State Daily. Today is a little bit of a different podcast. It's not the usual Ames angle and it's not the Daily Dish or the Sports Weekly. This is just kind of a small little recap to update you guys on the Big 12 men's tournament. So recently, Iowa State just beat Arizona State 91-42 on Wednesday, March 11th. And this was a very great game. We've seen a lot of different things happen today. Henry, what was something you saw during this game?
Iowa State's offense was something that I really saw really take off. Scored 45 points in the first half. That was enough to win the game. Arizona State scored 42 in the whole game. So Iowa State's offense really took off. And you got to focus on the big three: Taman Lipsey, Joshua Jefferson, and Milan Momcilovic. They all played great. Jefferson really stood out to me. He played some of the best basketball we've seen in months out of him. He's been known to have some games where turnovers are too common, field goal percentage is too low, and he shot great today. 8 for 13, 1 for 4 from 3, 20 points. Momcilovic led the team with 21, shot 50% from 3. So really great offense out of these Cyclones, and that's what I got. But Kayde, what did you see?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Jefferson was someone who really stood out to me personally. I read somewhere that he had 20 points with 12 rebounds and 4 assists and 3 steals, but it was the first time since February 7th against Baylor that he shot at least 50% from the field, snapping their 8-game streak. But I thought he was dominant in almost every aspect. He's been a little touch and go for the past couple games, but I felt like this one he was a very consistent, reliable player. Same with Milan. He wasn't guarded much on the arc, so that was really great. He got a lot of free shots. Someone I would like to mention, though, was also Jamarion Bateman. He had 9 points off the bench, and although maybe not the most noticed player on the team, he still is very valuable and very consistent. And I thought he did great with the defensive pressure, and he made some really killer threes. So I thought he was just great to see as well.
Yeah, I was able to catch up with Jamarion Bateman after the game, and he talked about the court. It's been a topic of controversy on social media. The safety, the actual practicality of it. He told me that he switches shoes based on the court after the practice and saw improvements today. Similarly, Joshua Jefferson switches shoes at halftime for better grip, and the Nike Kobe 6s seem to be the option of choice best on this court.
So overall, the court was really cool. It was really great to see. I think one of the biggest things was how slippery it was. We saw a lot of players falling down, a lot of movement happening, which led to a bunch of offensive and defensive struggles. Henry, what did you see from that standpoint?
I saw Iowa State benefit from all the struggles from Arizona State. And Arizona State was really frustrated. These teams met less than a week ago at Hilton Coliseum, and I saw a very similar game, even though with different results. Speaking of Arizona State's frustration, 3 technical fouls were given to this team. Anthony Johnson, Masamba Diop, and head coach Bobby Hurley received a team technical foul, and these guys were frustrated. Iowa State with the biggest margin of victory in Big 12 tournament history. You don't want to be on the losing end of that, and Arizona State was, and Bobby Hurley looks to be well on his way out, as reported that he will not be extended by college basketball on Fox.
Yeah, Arizona State really struggled. They had 23 turnovers. They just really couldn't get the ball moving. They couldn't get shots in. It was definitely a different thing to see from last time out when Arizona State was really kind of beating us. We had a 4-point deficit at the half, and we came back and won, which was great. But this time out of the bat, we just really came in strong, which is something we don't normally see from this Cyclone team. So that was really fun.
I think starting out strong is something that Iowa State needs to do in its next game. Quarterfinals against number 4 seed Texas Tech. Texas Tech, last time out, lost to BYU. Iowa State, less rest. They played in the second round. Texas Tech obviously not playing until the quarterfinal. But Iowa State definitely needs to start strong in a team that Iowa State has not beaten this year.
Yeah, I agree. I also think we need to get a little bit better on our free throws. We were drawn to the line a lot during this game. We had a couple mishaps, and that has been a consistent struggle with this team. So I think kind of getting that better under control and really capitalizing off those opportunities would be great to see. So Iowa State will, after the win, Iowa State will now play Texas Tech, number 16, March 12th, which is tomorrow, Thursday, at 11:30 p.m. in Kansas City, Missouri at the T-Mobile Center. You can watch it on ESPN.
Iowa State Daily will have full coverage of the Big 12 men's basketball tournament moving forward on our website, iowastatedaily.com.
Have a great rest of your day.